The Mesozoic era was not just a time of dinosaurs. By the mid-Jurassic period, crown mammals had evolved. These would be the ancestors of the mammals alive today, the monotremes, the marsupials, and the placental mammals. From the first crown mammals, a number of lineages evolved, not just the lineage which would lead to the egg-laying monotremes alive today, but then also a number of lineages which were more closely related to the live birth mammals. This would include the eutriconodonts, the multituberculates, sometimes referred to as with the nickname of the rodents of the Mesozoic, the dryolestids, and others. Thus, over millions of years, some of the crown mammals gradually became more like the live-bearing Therian mammals. By the mid to late Jurassic periods, Therian mammals had evolved, and we can get an idea of what the ancestral Therians were like by looking at those traits which both the living marsupial mammals possess and the living placental mammals possess, and also by looking at how they differ. And so, if there are features which placental mammals possess which marsupials do not, nor do the egg-laying monotremes, we can assume that those traits evolved after the last common ancestor of the Therian mammals. And so, studying the marsupials of Australia, but then also marsupials in South America and the opossum of North America, this can give us insight into those ancestral Therian mammals. Among the many anatomical and genetic changes which evolved in the lineage leading up to the first Therian mammals, there are a number of distinctive features, such as live birth. The Therian mammals no longer lay eggs like the first mammals did. There are also modifications to the shoulder, where it has lost some primitive bones and has a prominent spine of the scapula. And gender is determined by X and Y chromosomes, and the Y chromosome possesses a gene, the SRY gene, only present in Therian mammals, which promotes the development of embryonic gonads into testes. While marsupials do give live birth, their young are born very young. In fact, a kangaroo, although it might be the size of an adult human in adulthood, when born has the size of a bee, and it needs to complete development attached to its mother's nipple, which typically occurs inside a pouch. And so we can then infer that the very first Therian mammals, while they could give live birth, they did not give birth in an advanced state, but rather to very small young, which then had to complete development outside the uterus.